We've known each other a long time. You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this, Dante?
What am I doing wasting my time here? He's got this.
You should not underestimate this demon. After all, it was he who took your right arm and gained a great deal of power from it. I'm leaving. I suggest you do not fall behind.
Hey Tommy, what's up?
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Okay, V. You're an interesting guy, but you're right. I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch. Dante.
Okay, got it. Thank you. I'm playing in the graphics ray tracing mode right now. I might lower it to performance depending on how the frame rate is. I just know this mode's the prettiest, so I want to try it out first before I downgrade.
I could take you with no arms.
Okay. Played so many action games since I'm playing this. Like, I didn't even know what the controls were. Right. I'm glad they actually have the tutorial.
Trust you.
I played the PS4 version of this quite a bit. And then towards the end of the game, I just decided to get the PS5 version. So I'm not terribly familiar like what's new in this version beside what they've already shown in the beginning between picking characters and the different graphical modes.
Helping each other out? What's the world coming to? Get out of my sight!
I don't have a feeling I'll be getting any good grades soon on this. I remember the first Devil May Cry game was actually supposed to be like Resident Evil 4, and then it got too action-oriented, so it became its own thing. I remember the Christmas that I got that game. I used to play the crap out of it. I'm not as familiar with the sequels. Alright, let's get going. Looks like we're actually inside of a living thing. You are disgusting. Like half chicken, half fly with those little wings. Okay, I guess we just jump off of this.
Hold on, Dante.
It's kind of cool how you get to see realistic interpretations of all the classic characters. Like an actual actor probably modeled for them.
Looks like this won't be a total waste of time after all. Hey, jackass!
They basically did that with the Resident Evil games and then had individual voice actors that were separate. Unlike the Naughty Dog games where they actually do the voice acting in mocap.
I'm bagging this bitch.
The cat likes this game, I guess because it's colorful. Oh, he can't double jump. My brain thought I was playing Stellar Blade for a split second. Alright, you gotta have an evade button somewhere. No, that was too soon. There we go. Okay, have to hold that. It was probably telling me when I was rushing through those menus before. I just have to hold R1 and then push X. Or the cross button for all you PlayStation purists out there. He was here earlier today. I know Amelia was streaming Hyrule Warriors, I think, because he specifically asked for it, so he's probably there, I would imagine. Hey JB, by the way, how are you doing?
Get her out of here! This is a bad move! I can still fight! Go! You're just dead weight! Back up!
Of all things, why did he turn into a bird monster? Yeah. Ben usually comes to the earlier streams if he does come. Because this is like closer to his bedtime. And sometimes when he watches these streams, he falls asleep.
Stop hitting yourself and think of ways to get stronger and actually help.
Oh yeah.
If Dante loses, you're all they can defeat.
Hopefully it'll be over before you know it.
Is that what you call him?
Yes. Yours and the Demon King. the demon that took your arm.
I watched part of your stream where you were telling ghost stories. I didn't finish the whole thing, but it was interesting. I feel like I've had a moment like that where I was like almost asleep with my eyes closed and it looked like somebody was yelling in my face. Yeah, Devil May Cry 5, it's the special edition. I don't know exactly how it's enhanced. It's like reason, it's like I have to reason it. Yeah, it's been freezing here too. I can't imagine what it's like there. Hey, Cinema Storms.
Where's Dante?
Yeah, I think it has ray tracing. There's like 3 different modes, but I picked the best one first. And if I have issues with the frame rate, then I'll adjust accordingly.
This can't be happening. Dante lost.
Forget it. There's nothing we can do. We must go.
Yeah. I've had weird stuff happen like that, though. I've had it happen, like, with the person in the room, and when I closed my eyes, it was like that person, but it was like with a different personality. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I like this game a lot, Cinema Storms. Well, from what I played. I'm more used to the PS4 version. I waited forever for this version to go on sale because I'm cheap. I don't know. But I did hang around before I eventually left just to make sure like it worked fine. It probably is. It's probably a discrepancy with the server or something. I have frequent issues too, which is why I'm pretty diligent now about even restarting my router if I even think about streaming. Because my stuff gets screwed up all the time. There's times where I stream and it says I'm streaming on screen, but YouTube doesn't get anything. It's just random. And it seems to change sometimes with the firmware updates. Like they fix something and then something else gets screwed up. It's a very detailed van interior. Something like Chris Farley in my mind yelled that he lives in a van by the river.
Same crap, different day. So, tell me,
Tell you what,
how does it feel to be rescuing the guy that killed your father?
hey, I'm glad we're getting personal.
Yeah, I was gonna respond, but then I was like, I'll be obligated to, and I was like half asleep and I didn't want to fall asleep. So I watched some of it and then I watched some more of it today. But it was really interesting. I enjoyed it.
His research wasn't half bad. Came in handy. Mildly thankful for that.
They have to do that in here. It already smells like gas.
That's you.
This one came out during the PS4 era. They might have been releasing PS3 games, but this, I believe, was released after the Resident Evil 2 remake. Because this runs on the same RE engine. Yeah, I remember the title saying like an hour long, and I was like, I can do this, and then it ended up being 5 hours or something. Yeah. I just don't want to commit and then leave abruptly. Yeah, this one's closer to the, well, this is basically a follow-up to Devil May Cry 4. a direct sequel. Yeah, this runs on the current Resident Evil engines, so it looks more photorealistic. I actually did like DMC by Ninja Theory, but I feel like it should have been its own IP, not a Devil May Cry game. But I thought it was a good action game on its own. I think this was Capcom's apology for disappointing fans with DMC. This is what they really wanted. Although I personally think it's alright, but not as a Devil May Cry game. Hey Ben. You came just in time to see the van flip over. As well as the cone. We can't forget about the cone. Yeah, they did. This is during Capcom's redemption phase. I think people suddenly trusted them after the RE2 remake. I remember during a lot of the 360 PS3 era, like, people put down Capcom a lot. Especially with microtransaction stuff. Like in that game, Tekken Cross Street Fighter, that actually had the date on disc that you had to actually pay to unlock even though you owned the disc. That was kind of messed up. It's fly chicken things. I don't know how to classify them. Yeah, GB, that game's great. It's like Fallout Light.
What's going on?
And it's not too difficult either. So like if FPS games intimidate you, it's not terribly difficult. Yeah. I'm really excited about the My DLC though. I do cave in for Street Fighter DLC, unfortunately, but I don't buy all the costumes and everything. Just the characters. It'd be nice if you could just unlock them, like you could in the old days. But yeah, that Tekken Cross Street Fighter, when that game came out, it was a concept, but still relatively new. So people kind of went against it and boycotted that game more or less. Yeah, who wouldn't, right? He's like one of the best SNK characters. Yeah, but in Terminator, you collect more resources and have to craft a little bit, where RoboCop's more straightforward with the choices and stuff like that and upgrading your character. I feel like Terminator has a little bit of more RPG complexity, but not much. Also, it has more stealth because at first you don't have like decent enough weapons to go against the Terminator. So the beginning of the game is more like the first film where you're kind of just hiding and stuff. Yeah. I'm waiting for all the characters to release, so hopefully they might have like a discount. But yeah, later on when you get the plasma weapons and Terminator Resistance, it's awesome. There's also a mode where you get to play as a Terminator if you get the PS5 version. And then there's DLC to play as Kyle Reese. And it pretends like none of the sequel movies exist except T2. Yeah, this one's really great, and it looks great on PS4 as well. That's the version I'm most familiar with.
Hey!
if you ever play the PS4 version, it's definitely not a downgrade. But just like the RoboCop games, you can visit a lot of familiar places from the movie, but it's like in apocalyptic form. Oops. That's what you get for not reading the prompts and just pushing the X all the time. Yeah. The other ones just have moments. Like, I remember good moments from the sequels. Although, I did kind of like Salvation because they did something new with the Future War, at least. I think I might have saw an R-rated version of Salvation that might have had stuff that wasn't in the theatrical cut, though. So I might have not have actually seen the theatrical cut of that. Zoe does that or grabs at me. Zoe was actually interested when I first started this game because there's like a lot of particle effects. I guess the colors were attractive to her, I don't know. Yeah, they always want to visit you in the bathroom, nowhere else. That is disgusting. It's like a face within a face. It's worse than Jeff Goldblum as a fly. I don't even want to go near it. Get away from me.
Why are they collecting human blood?
Because they're evil. Everything in games collects human blood that's evil. Come on, you disgusting SOB. Please put yourself out in your misery so I don't have to keep looking at you. You don't know that. You don't know his backstory. He could have killed his family right before he attacked me. Loss, apparently. It's like 50% lead right now. Probably could barely lift itself. Yeah, I know it's an affectionate marking thing. But sometimes it's annoying when like cats try to do that nibble thing and they do it too hard. It's not much different than being bit sometimes. Especially if they want your attention. Like it's the worst, like when Zoe wants to eat and you just haven't got to her food yet. She's persistent. That cat loves her food. Yeah. She's so greedy, like if I feed her first, even though like Faye's like 10 Zoes, like Zoe will just go and try to take Faye's food.
lovely houseplant.
Yeah. I thought that was like a nervous twitch thing at first when their tail like kind of vibrates. Or like when they flick it, that's supposed to be like when they're happy.
Who brought the marshmallows? 'Cause I'm bringing the fire.
Yeah, mine does too, especially when I'm playing games. Maybe because they're a little bit sweaty, I don't know.
Swing and a miss.
Spoken like a true older man.
Like that? You have some more. I gave you that one.
This feels really lazy. Just to shoot him from a distance.
You're everywhere. Makes me sick.
This sounds like music from the PS2 days. I don't go out much either unless going to the store. Yeah. I've definitely seen more of this game. I played it on the PS4 Pro, which graphically it looks pretty close, but I don't know if they changed anything structurally with this game. I don't think they did. I think they just had more modes, and then there's like a dedicated Virgil mode that looks like. Right now, it's probably for the best because it's slow, because I kind of powered through the menus without actually reading them like an idiot. Yeah, there's a few places I'd like to go out. I used to like going thrift store shopping. I used to love going to the river or the cemetery to take pictures and stuff like that. But it's gotten more popular here, and those places aren't like quiet and secluded anymore. That's why I liked them as an introvert. They're so peaceful. Now that the university's gotten bigger. Now that the university's gotten bigger, there's like nowhere quiet to go anymore where you can just chill. Yeah. That's a fair argument.
Ready to die?
Just only a few more swipes and I have to waste that thing. Oh well, I'm just getting used to it. Not gonna beat myself over it. It requires several years of therapy, so I can move on.
Hey, tough guy. That'll keep him, but not for long.
What do you mean?
Soldier Boy said city's gone to hell and back, taken over by the underworld. Not just here, but everywhere.
Huh.
Yamato did this.
Yeah, you would think like at least the basic hard mode would be unlocked. Imagine you really have to watch your resources on the harder difficulties. I think that's why a lot of people at first might have not liked that game and it wasn't popular when it first came out because they forgot what survival horror was like, being low on supplies and stuff like that. They just assumed they could use everything and just never run out, and the enemies would just drop more and more. But that wasn't the case, especially when you got further in the game. They learned the hard way, I guess. But now the game seems more loved, so maybe with the popularity of the RE remake games that are closer to survival horror games, maybe it's more accepted now. Maybe because they didn't grow up with the old style survival horror games. They weren't aware of that type of gameplay.
Food's ready, and Kitty A always makes too much. Hope you like loud talkers too, cause got a pair of those upstairs. You see something you like? What the hell? You a demon?
Yeah, for sure. And I think people might have been used to the more action-oriented, like, survival horror games that didn't really punish you for using your resources too much, and maybe they didn't like Evil Within at first because of it, because they didn't understand that that was part of survival horror games back in the day. Because that's basically what Evil Within was supposed to be, is a return to survival horror by the original creator of Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4. Tango Gameworks. Microsoft closed, even though they were one of the studios at the time making the money. Luckily, somebody bought them, so they're no longer out of business. Yeah, I'm surprised you weren't in bed earlier. Ben, it's late over there.
He's waiting for us up ahead. Try not to get us killed on the way there.
I gotta see. It's like I'm an average student. An A? How did it go back up to an A? That's weird. Anyway, let's continue. Didn't expect that at all. My brain was kind of like on autopilot because I was enjoying the chat.
No more wheels from here.
All right, guess I'm walking then.
ADD, it's real.
Check it out.
What? And this is?
From Morrison. I think it's his manifesto.
Well, I never titled this channel MDMax09 Professional Gamer.
Hey, we doing this or what?
I'm waiting on you. I'm cooking. Any special orders?
No, I don't want the stupid looking outfit. Sorry to whoever designed it.
Hey, I got a new arm for you.
I love new arms. Okay, now it's a little bit overboard. Looked like Vault Tech made that last one.
You want the creme de la creme?
I think this is just an excuse to keep getting this character to bend down. I know what you're doing, Capcom.
You like pasta, right? Try this baby on for size.
That actually looks useful.
Here, for those hard-to-reach itches. Kyrie will love it. Catch my meaning?
Yeah. If I'm streaming, I'm not even going to be half as good, so I don't even bother trying to be really good. I just try to enjoy chat and the experience.
Look no further.
Ah, my favorite, a Mega Buster. Yeah. I remember that being a big deal. Yeah, you'll probably finish that in like maybe three tries. I can't believe how fast you flew through Spyro, and I thought you were gonna fly through it relatively fast. But yeah, when I stream, I don't really play the game seriously. They're usually just for fun, just for the experience, background noise, conversation. And I'm sharing cool titles to people that might have not have known these existed. I don't really care. Yes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, like Cindy. When you go over there and Sid's chilling there in the garage. I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually think that game is gorgeous. The way they style the gas stations of the garage and everything. I got like the retro Final Fantasy Sprite decals on my car there. Well, I think there's a store right beside it.
Need to catch up to V. Fast.
I think she had a southern accent too. It's been a minute. Love the tile work.
Mess.
Yeah, you can tell these reflections are ray traced. I remember when PlayArt Sky released a figure of her. And they had to make one part of her squishy so her torso could bend down. Yeah, I thought she was a cool character. Clearly she was fan service, but she was still likable. Yeah, not in this lifetime. Not on a stream anyway. Yeah, I need to watch her stream later. I really like that game. I have it. I would like to play more of it. Like, I like all those warrior types of games. I'd like to get the Fire Emblem one. Yeah, PlayArt Sky actually makes really good figures. I have a few of them. I have a Sephiroth, a Tifa, a Yuffie, an Aerith. Actually, and what else? I'm trying to look. I got Nier 2B. I don't have a Sydney though. I have a Harley Quinn too made by them I really like from Arkham Knight. Oh, the cat likes this. She woke up. She's watching it now. There's a little ottoman in front of the television set. And sometimes the games perk her interest. Maybe it's the neon lighting. I don't know. She tends to like games with explosions. Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to get more PlayArt figures. They're just so expensive. Like a lot of them are like $100 now. I would have loved to get the Xenogears figures as well as some of the Dragon Quest ones. And also like the new 2B they came out with. I really like Jill from Final Fantasy 16. I wouldn't mind having a figure of her. Also really like I do have the original Lightning, but I like the newer one they made of her, but now it's probably super expensive because it's old. Yeah, that's the problem. And they're expensive, so So you don't always have the money when they come out, and if you wait, they're going to be even more expensive.
Not making it easy for me, huh?
Right, he's automatically dodging when I hold this. I guess because I'm pushing triangle. I'm still getting used to the physics in this game. It's not Stellar Blade. My brain wants to tap L1 to parry. Of course, they have sickles. They look really cool, though. I like their design. I like how you actually can see their entire skull under those robes. It's not just like a texture or something. They put in the detail work. Yeah, Storm's another one that makes really good figures. I never had any of their figures, but the images I've seen of them look really cool. I mostly collect NECA now, just because it's in my price range. But I haven't really collected a lot unless I really, really want it, just because of space limitations. I don't want to look like a hoarder of action figures. Well, more than I do now. I think this might be a BB gun I'm using. Yeah, and they probably stealth released it too, because they probably didn't know if it was going to do well. If they thought it was going to be a big hit, they probably would have made a bigger deal out of it. Sometimes, like those companies, I don't know about that particular company, but sometimes if they do well or they think there's popular, they'll do like a re-release. Hopefully they'll do that. Yeah, they're supposed to be working on new IPs. I have a feeling they're going to release a collection since they took that Genesis collection off of PS4 and Xbox. And I'm guessing PC, but I don't know. I haven't checked. Sometimes PC keeps stuff a little bit longer. Yeah. It might be a big deal again. They said, like Ben mentioned, that they're trying to resurrect some of their old IPs. And I feel like Golden Axe is one of their fondly remembered ones. I know for sure they're making a Crazy Taxi. That's the only one I can remember offhand that I've read that's confirmed. But they said they were looking into other IPs, and Shinobi would make sense. Especially with the popularity of hack and slash games right now. Like, they just announced Ninja Gaiden 4 yesterday that almost looks intimidating of how fast it looks. I'm like, am I going to even be able to comprehend this game? But they're also showing heavily edited gameplay, so who knows?
Trying to stop me.
That Unreal Engine 5 version of 2 Black actually looks incredible. Yeah. In the meantime, they should release a port of Death Adder. Yeah, I don't think they'll make that mistake. Sega's really profitable now, especially because they bought Atlas, who makes the Persona games, and that Atlas basically prints money now, which is crazy to think because they were a smaller company back in the day. Yeah, but they never like released an official like home port on console, and I don't think PC. I know they had that Sega Arcade mini console thing, but I mean like how they released like the collections. I don't know why they never released it as at least an unlockable game in those Genesis collections with all the other Golden Axe games.
He doesn't seem like a demon to me.
I didn't like that table. And I don't like these chairs.
Wait, which way did I come from again?
Oops. Probably breathing in good old-fashioned mold in this building. That heavy carpet probably captured a lot of moisture. Breathing in spores as we speak. Why does this bug not like me? Yeah. They should just release Sega collections instead of like for a specific system. Because especially on the Master System, and I don't think like the average person would specifically look up Master System games, at least here in the US where it wasn't as popular. So it'd be nice if they just had a Sega collection with like ports from all different systems. Usually the Master System games get like a singular release like Alex Kidd. It's the off-brand Grim Reaper, brought to you by Kmart. Yeah. It was. It's unfortunate we didn't get a lot of the games, but Nintendo made it so tried to make it so other companies couldn't make games for other consoles if they wanted to be on Nintendo, which is the most popular thing here in the States. So other parts of the country, the Master System library is pretty large. Yeah, Phantasy Star games are really good. I'd like to play a modern one where you don't have to grind as much. Especially the second game. Oh my goodness, you have to grind like crazy in that game. Those dungeons are like mazes, so sometimes you have to go back out, redo your health, and go back in because you get lost. You almost need like grid paper for those games. But I love them. I love the storytelling elements, especially like the opening Phantasy Star 2. Yeah. But like the time that it requires to level up is different depending on the game. Like old school RPGs require you to spend a lot of time grinding, where like newer ones are pretty forgiving. Unless they're purposely trying to feel old school. Feel like I'm in part of the mansion of Resident Evil 8 now. I actually haven't really played Final Fantasy 2 before that I can remember, unless I did it a long time ago. I have like the new collection. I know it's not a lot of people's favorite, but I'd at least like to try it. Since it's in the collection, I probably will at some point. My phone is always blowing up when I'm streaming. I keep seeing a light under my eyes, and it's just my phone. I can't hear it vibrate because I don't have my headphones on. I mean, because I do. Today's opposite day. I say the reverse of what's real. Yeah, I'll probably definitely need a guide if I plan to play that one seriously, if I don't get it. Oh, I've played other RPGs like that. I didn't know it was like that. That makes more sense to level up that way. They like it when you use the gun every once in a while, it seems. The soundtrack was brought to you by Mountain Dew. Oh, I thought that would knock him off his balance. It's not that type of game. Well, the good news is the place couldn't get any dirtier, so I didn't mess it up.
I'm getting really sick of this stupid tree.
Yeah. Like, sometimes in Stellar Blade, if you, like, do a critical hit, like if their leg is up or something, it'll knock them off balance, and you can kind of knock them down, it saves you time. But not all games are like that. I think some of those Soulsborne games are like that too. Although I haven't played a lot of those because I'm not very good at them. I own a fair amount though for some reason. I guess because I keep trying to like them. Yeah, you're telling me. That was legit my favorite game I played last year on PlayStation. I loved Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but Stellar Blade, like, brought me back to the good days of, like, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 era games, but with a nice shiny coat of paint. I played that game until I finished it. Like, every time I played something else, I just thought about that game. That's how, like, I know when a game's, like, a favorite, or it's probably going to be my favorite game that year, is when I'm playing something else, and I want to play the other game. So when I was trying to create variety for my channel, it was killing me that I wasn't playing Stellar Blade. Just the combat was so satisfying in that game, especially with the parries. But yeah, when I saw how they treated it with the awards, and they were like suggesting Elden Ring DLC as game of the year, that was kind of disappointing. Yeah, I've been tempted to get that DLC. I'm surprised they didn't have that costume already in the game or something similar. I feel like there's one that's a little bit close. Cause like one of her hairdos is exactly like 2B's. That's cool that they're collaborating though. I always love to see Nier get more attention. Be interesting if they ever make a Drakengard game, which Nier was a spin-off of. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing the creators a 2B Proud, which is the same thing they essentially did in that game. To the point, like, I believe they collected a whole folder of, like, fan art and screenshots and, like, made it available to the public just to say F you to the people who complained about Nier Automata. Yeah, I was shocked when she was in Soul Calibur. But also happy because she's a cool character in that game. But to be fair, I'm kind of biased when it comes to 2B. Yeah, Nier Automata was a good match though, because they even have like that flying thing. I love the skin in Nier that looks like a PlayStation 1. Yeah. Hey Legend, what's up? How's life? They're trying to hit me with those nasty tetanus cleavers. Yeah, they're fun games. Depending on which one you play. Like, the original Devil May Cry 3 almost made me want to pull my hair out.
Oh man,
I can understand why they released a special edition of that. Or the director's cut or whatever they called it. Probably closer to the PS2 games, but I'd say the difficulty is a little bit higher than Lament of Innocence. I don't think Curse of Darkness is a fair comparison because you can level up in that game. But yeah, I could see similarities. I feel like sometimes like Lament of Innocence is almost like an overhead game, depending on the area you're at. I guess the proper term would be isometric. These things are disgusting. Thanks, Legend. I appreciate it. Don't give me too much credit. I make up with my knowledge for my lack of skill.
not gonna lie, this new arm is pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's hard to play one. At least for me, it's hard to play 100% when streaming because I'm like trying to focus on answering everyone, and I enjoy looking at the chat and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of gross. You don't want to make content with it. What's a fancy telephone booth?
Took you long enough, dumbass. What happened
I haven't seen a payphone in so long.
You call me from now on, and I'll hustle on over.
What is she jamming to? Nobody just believes in normal driving in this game. Alright, the A-Team van has come. What's my best A-Team theme song impression? You're welcome. I love the neon lighting right here. That looks so cool to me. Apparently you can customize
No
it.
such thing as too prepared.
This is straight up fan service. You can't tell me different. Yes. I just want to leave for right now. Yes, it would be.
Yo, you just here to window shop?
Yeah. If they told me otherwise, I'd just be like, you're lying. Just like if the people who made Stellar Blade said that Nier Automata didn't inspire them at all, I'd be like, you're lying. I don't believe you. Yeah. It's a tough job. I feel oddly stronger somehow. Yeah, S is that camera that goes straight under them and points upwards. No. We good? Okay, great. Yes. All right. I have a feeling I'm not gonna make it through this. I believe there's a boss fight here, and judging by the cutscene, there is. I know. I'm not oblivious.
Somebody call a doctor?
If it's in chat, I take it half seriously unless stated otherwise.
Sorry to disappoint you. Hey, you happen to see a guy around here about this big uses a cane?
I don't like that he has that extra mouth on his stomach. I'm just saying.
It's a very precious sacrifice. Eating you would do me no good. I must have every last
When they design this, they're like, we're just gonna add 5 of everything.
King? You? I don't know. I mean, you're a big guy and all, but you seem more like a knuckle-scrapping fart in the wind than anything else. Yeah, no offense.
Do you know who I am? I shall show you the wrath of the mighty.
This is very true. I never thought about it from that perspective. Maybe it's better that way. I don't know how I'd feel about reaching inside of my own stomach.
Hey,
I don't know if I'd like to feel how my internal organs feel.
yeah.
I already am.
Sorry, I'm about to kill you.
Sometimes I get frustrated with my own character's cockiness. Like, shut up, you don't know if he's gonna beat you yet. Just grab whatever.
It's your grave. Jack it up all you want.
I think it's optional. You get to choose. Options are good. Well, that's never happened to me before in real life. I have no idea about the lore, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, I'm mostly familiar with the first game. Like, I played the sequels. I played a lot of the third game. But, like, as far as the sequels go, I'm not as familiar with the storyline. Could have sworn there's, like, an option, like an items menu. Guess not in this one. Sure.
Thought you had this, didn't you?
That wasn't that much.
You're eating garbage now? That's some weird taste.
He loves garbage. Don't pick on him. Somebody has to eat it. Right, I guess that won't be a problem for you anymore. Okay. We gotta go. Thanks so much for hanging out. It's always nice seeing you. I hope you have a good rest of your night. He's like,
Wrap this up.
uh-oh. I don't want to get eaten. I don't know how to stop that, though. I didn't expect that. That was a lot of rubble.
I curse my stars in bit of grief and woe. That made my love so high, and me so low.
No, they killed Goat Man.
Little wanderer, I thee home.
Thought I was gonna have to pick you out of his, tummy teeth.
Pardon my delay. I was catching up on some reading.
Yeah, looks like.
Thanks, Kylo Ren. I appreciate it.
So, you think Dante's still in there?
If Urizen defeated him, then I expect he's not much more than Glyphod pollen by now.
A what?
Glyphod. It's a tree that grows in the underworld. It thrives on human blood, and those whose blood it sucks, well, let's just say they don't turn out too well.
Well, in any case, we need to find out. If Dante's alive, we'll save him. If not, we don't.
Wait. First, we need to exterminate some Glyphod roots.
V, what the hell are you?
I know, I'm late. Shut it.
At some point, I feel like she's gonna drive that van normally.
Hey, you're gonna get that? Ding, 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 right by your feet. Woo-wee. I'm gonna make something amazing out of this.
Did
Thank
you just
goodness,
sniff
smell-o-vision isn't a
that? Do
thing.
you have any idea where that's been?
Up your butt?
Focus on the mission.
Okay, the score is steadily lowering. That's fine, because I pushed through all the menus. Okay, I'm going to stop here for now. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry the gameplay was so bad. I haven't played this game in a long time, where I actually figured out how everything works. That was like literally when the PS4 version came out. And then I waited for this version to come out to finish the game, and you can't transfer saves. Like, you literally can't start a new game on this without deleting like your previous PS5 save. It's crazy. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope to talk to you on the next video. Thanks again for dealing with my gameplay and putting up with my rambling. Bye.